Well, your host Jay, and welcome to Let's Talk About It. As you see, I did not go back and change that ticker tape down at the bottom yet, but I want to welcome you. And I think I got a good topic for today. It's one that, sad to say, a lot of people deal with. And until they overcome it, their life will not, or let me try it another way, they will not be living the life that they need to be living. Okay. Uh, Title of the topic or the title of tonight's live is You Want to, but You're Too Scared. Now, I know you're asking yourself, well, where could Jay be going with this? You want to, but you are too scared to have success. Okay. Yes, believe it or not enough people in this world are becoming successful. Why do I say that? Let's just take America. Look at the number of homeless people there are in America. Now, some might want to blame it on the pandemic. Some might want to blame it on the fact that they didn't get enough education. There's so many reasons out there, right? But you have to get to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is very simple. People are afraid to have success and all the perks that go with it. Now, of course, if you're successful, if you're bringing in 6, 7 figures a year, if you're bringing in $7,000 a month, you're doing good. Okay. But if you're bringing 6, 7 figures a year, that's $100,000 a year, then you are definitely going to have a lot of perks in your life. Okay. Now, am I saying this is a catwalk? No, but anyone who's done any personal development, any studies know that success first starts right there, right in the old ticker. That's where it starts at. All right. It starts here and then it's communicated or brought to the outside world. All right. But it has to start in here, get down inside here, be projected out there. Yep. From your mouth. You know, we talked about can, will, and want, or can, want, and will. Same thing. Okay. So what happens? 95% of us settle for a job, a 9 to 5. It's already known, as you see that young lady. On Monday morning, more people stress out, more heart attacks are had. Okay, more frustration. I had a situation once, and maybe this will explain it to you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. I was put in a situation where I was forced, in order to earn money, right? I was forced to be able or to have to travel out of town for a minimum of 3 to 4 nights a week. Now, that's never been my lifestyle. I've been married for over 50 some years, okay? And I like to wake up beside my wife every morning. But do you know, it took me a couple of months to figure it out, but my body resisted me because it knew what was best for me. Because I projected out of my mouth, I was used to living the type of life that I had asked daddy to live. Okay. And when I went against the inner me, my body, I like to say it revolted because I had awful problems trying to control my blood pressure. It's like every day I go out to work, I take my medication, and at night, I got back to that hotel room where my body didn't want me to be, and blood pressure problems. When I stopped going, when I got off the road, guess what? Cleared up, just like that. Okay, so sometimes we need to listen to our inner selves. And those people being frustrated on Monday morning, you're being frustrated because your body's trying to tell you this is not what God wants you to do. This is not your destination. This is not your plan. Remember, we were put here on earth to have the good life. And it's not just meant for the 5% of the population of the world. It's actually meant for the 90-some% population of the world. So we've actually got it backwards. But what's stopping most people is that, whoa, okay, let me move ahead. I'm sorry. I'm going too fast. Let's see, I don't even need slides. It said that won't be allowed to, fear won't be allowed to work at home, mom or dad. Now I'm thrown off track there because see the way I had it set up is supposed to follow a sequence. That's okay. I'll get back on track again. But my point in being is your inner fears are stopping you from doing what you want to do. So therefore, uh, it won't allow you to be able to work from home. That means mom or dad. Sometimes we have some single dads out there too, be able to work from home. Okay. So won't allow you to take that vacation when you want. Being afraid, being scared, not having the profession profession you desire, not doing the career, right? You know, I call doctors and lawyers, scientists, biologists, okay, astronauts. That's all a career. It's something a person dreamt about from the time they were a little child, and they're living that life that they choose to live. Okay, and it happens to be tied to a wage. It happens. Okay, so also won't allow you to buy that dream house. That's very important. A little four-letter word is holding you back. Okay, this four-letter word that's holding you back, you can see it in the background there, FEAR, is fear. Now here's the part about fear you have to understand. None of us are born with fear. The actuality, hold on a second, just for a second. I'm sorry, I got a dry throat. But the actuality is everyone who was born, if you understand a little bit of science, okay, and the number of eggs, which people call sperm, that are trying to get into that egg, they say there's millions of them, and you got here. You won the race to be born. Now the question is, what are you doing with this precious life that you've been giving? Are you actually letting fear, which is man-made? But think of this, fear was taught to you as a child. You didn't know anything about fear when you was born. Okay? In some cases, some of us even got to fear our own dad or father and mother. We got to fear being corrected. I don't know about you, but you know, grandma used the switch, daddy used the belt. Okay. So we did good because we feared what? Getting a whipping. I'm just telling you like it is. Okay, now some of the other things, which is very important, uh, I know you've probably heard this as a child, especially if you're in my age group. Okay, we did not walk on these ladders. I remember as I don't know, was a 10, 11, 12, trying to outrun a cat so it wouldn't cross my path. That poor cat ain't had nothing to do with me. I was scaring the cat, making him run faster and didn't even know it. Okay? But they would tell you, don't let a black cat cross your back or something bad gonna happen. All these things are taught to us. These are not things that we were actually, my apologies, that we were born with. That's what happens you're doing live. Or this one right here, the last one, don't split a pole when you're walking together. Subconsciously, I'm gonna be honest, I still do that one today. And I don't even know how to do it, you know, because I don't believe in that. But I did it for so long. I guess sometimes old habits are hard to break. Okay. What's gonna happen when you walk underneath a ladder? What's gonna happen is what you put into your mind. Okay. That's what's going to happen. Nothing else is going to happen. But I just wanted to point out that at young ages, this stuff is put in us. We were not born with the spirit of fear in us. Okay, it's man-made. It's put into us, and you need to work on it every day. Give me another little tip. Think about this: 365,000 thoughts flow through your head a day, right? And they say over 85% of them are bad thoughts. That's why we have things that you call personal development, motivational speakers, motivational books, inspirational speakers. Okay. I always ask people, what do you think a pastor's job is? When you go to church on Sunday, some people just go to church on Sunday. Some people go to church on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But what do you think that pastor's job really is? His job is to put enough encouragement inside of you that when you walk out that door, that you will live the life that God intended you to live. That's what he's doing. Okay? And as long as you let those fears keep holding you back, keep putting the cuffs on you, the chains on you, it'll never happen. I'm just telling you like it is. Okay? So, it's time. It's time to break the mental chains of fear that'll keep you from having the things that you really want to have out of life. Don't you think? Okay? And I don't care whether I'm talking to a person that's 20, 25, 35, 45, 50, 60. Some of you will go to your grave and never will have seen Paris, seen Central Park for that matter, or the Grand Canyon. I just had a friend, same age I am, 75 years old. He just saw the Grand Canyon. What about Niagara Falls? Okay. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. Somebody said, what? Yeah, the Leaning Tower of Pisa really exists. I've been there and seen it. Okay. So you can't do that unless you break those chains of fear and then start enjoying the good life. That's what it's all about. You know, when you make the money, spoil that partner on your side. That's what you do. Take that trip that you wanted to take, you just never got around to taking it. But when you're operating under that curtain of fear, that means you put yourself in a position where you fear making that phone call you need to make, or you fear asking the boss for a raise that you believe you deserve because you think you might get fired. You fear looking for a better job. You fear going to college to get more education. Fear trying out for that basketball, football scholarship. One little 4-letter word. To overcome it can change many lives. Okay? Bear with me. So, my advice to you, stop working for wages. You'll never see the good life working for wages. It's just not going to happen. Instead of working for wages, what you need to do, you need to start working for profits. Now, people work for profits are business owners. Who are the majority of the millionaires in the United States of America? Business owners. Who are the majority of millionaires around the world? Business owners. You can only have so many athletes. You can only have so many movie stars. They're business owners. Most millionaires are business owners. You can't get around it. And it's the difference, again, okay, let me just go back for a second. It's the difference in very simply, stop working for wages. You can't work for wages. All right. Think of this. When somebody hires you with in their mind, they're worried about making the most money they can. In order to make the most money they can, they've got to get the most work out of you for the least wage that they can give you by law. Make sense? I'm sure it does. Think about it. Okay. So if some of the things that we talked about back here, I'm gonna flip back just for a second here. That good life, okay, or you're looking to what happened here? I went too far, I went the wrong way. There you go. Sorry. My apologies. That's what I like about tools. I'm trying to get back to a picture I want to get to, and this thing is not helping me. Come on, little brother. Am I going backwards or forwards? All right, let me try another way. All right, I'm getting there. There you go. There you go. This is what profits will get you. I wanted to end it here. Get you that dream house. We all have a dream house. We have a dream house. We have a dream car. Okay. Now, my car for years was an Audi A8 Quattro. Now, I'm sorry. I'm on a Bentley. I just fell in love with a Bentley. Okay. Dream it, visualize it, and go for it. That's it right there. Okay. So I'm going to leave it on that picture right there because I think that's a great place to leave it. And I pray that you got something out of this. Okay. And if you do, just drop me a little comment, right? Or share this with somebody else. And since tomorrow's Friday, yeah, I'll come up with something tomorrow. I have no idea. I wake up every morning, estimate upstairs what I should talk about. He tells me, I sit down and make the appropriate slides to go along with it, and then I present it to you. All right. So again, I pray that you got something out of it. If you know what I'm want to know what I'm doing, what you need to do is just go to jaysprosperity.info, right? jaysprosperity.info. It's going across the bottom there. You can see it. And or just drop me a message. And I'll send you some information. And maybe what I'm doing just might be for you. All right. Love each and every one of you. Like I always tell you on every call, if you listen to what I tell you and you implement it, you put it in implement, I know you're going straight to the top, and I'll meet you there. Okay. And for those of you that don't, guess what? We will be waving to you from the top. Always remember, God loves you, and so do I.